Jamaica's tourism sector will once again play host to world leaders. The country's second city has been chosen as the venue to meet on two critical matters, with one aim in mind: to increase travel and tourism spending. So come January 29 and 30, government officials and global investors will convene at the Montego Bay Convention Center.
Two very significant international events. One is the first ever global conference on job creation and inclusive growth, with the emphasis on small and medium tourism enterprises.
The events are deliverables of the UNWTO conference hosted in November 2017 by Jamaica. There, tourism leaders agreed to the establishment of a global crisis center and the hosting of a small and medium tourism enterprises conference. Fast forward a little more than a year later, and the Ministry of Tourism is fulfilling those commitments, starting with the SMT conference.
It brings into focus the real champions of tourism, who are the small enterprises, the little man, as it were. But who are the least beneficiaries of the goods of tourism. One of the contradictions that we found was that 80% of tourism globally was constituting of the small enterprises, but only 20% of the returns from tourism went to these.
The conference itself will also facilitate the local SMTEs with the ability to be able to scale. We know that one of the problems that they face is their inability to cope and also to compete with large and medium-sized enterprises around the world. And even here in Jamaica, ICTs in particular, which is one of the thematic focuses of the conference, one of the panel discussions, will provide them with the opportunity to have a fulsome understanding of how technologies can transform them, how technologies can be used to facilitate engagement between themselves and other SMTs, between other partners in the tourism value chain.
This SMTE conference is really bringing into perspective what it means for the persons who actually supply the goods and services, to see where they fit in at the bigger picture, to empower them with the knowledge, not just for them, but their community as to how they fit in into tourism.
Among the world leaders confirmed for the SMTs conference are
President Uribe, the former president of Colombia, will be the featured speaker at this conference, and we will have contributions from the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization, Mr. Cabal, also Deputy Secretary General of the OAS, and a number of other key players, including, of course, our own Minister of Industry, Commerce and Agriculture, Honorable Audley Shaw, and our Minister of Gender, Culture and Entertainment and Sports, Honorable Olivia Babsy-Grange.
This is the first time ever globally that this type of conference is being hosted in Jamaica, as a matter of fact, or anywhere in the world.
The second big event of which we are going to be featuring is the actual global launch of the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center.
The first of its kind to be established in the world. The Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center will be instituted at the University of the West Indies, Mona. In a preliminary stage of establishment for more than a year now, the center has an observatory attached. It is a repository of knowledge, information, and expertise to assist global communities respond to, manage, and recover from natural and man-made disruptions.
So on the 30th of January, that's the day after the SMTE, we will officially launch this entity by the Honorable Prime Minister himself, assisted by the President of Malta, Madame Marie-Louise Colera de Preca.
The Ministry of Tourism, championing the cause of Destination Jamaica locally and globally, emphasizing tourism resilience and increasing visitor spend.
We're excited about the prospects of those two particular international events and what they will do for Jamaica's tourism diplomacy.